The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Khan. He weighed in at an even 60 kilos, 107. The monster himself, King Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over, the fastest hands in the game. They call him.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
So much hype. And there's the bell to start the round. What a punch. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted it, like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do you believe this? Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Now, you've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this, because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Just misses with that uppercut. The referee really thinking about stopping it. He's landed everything he's got, but he can't get him out of there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice punch. Catch and shoot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
These two fighters are made for one another. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Big swing and a miss. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. You'd like to see more jabs. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. And that hook misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
That hook doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? They're giving us a high-tempo show.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, well, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that jab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You don't want to trade shots. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the jab but does not score. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
Just missed with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The perfect counter lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He missed with that jab. So much firepower here. And he misses with that jab. Throws the jab. Very close round. And we may see a stoppage here. Big shot. And down goes Garcia.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. It's not over till it's... And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
And he scores with the counter. That punch lands. Another scoring shot there. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket.
Jukan just got caught.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Just missed with that hook. Good right hand. He threw the hook, didn't land. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab not finding its target. No rest for the weary. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. They are going to surrender. No mas.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.